Welcome back to Court Farm. We are into December and we are just delivering another load of pigs to the butchers because we have processed absolutely everything. You'll see this is just what we put in now, and we've got this much in storage, so we can activate the pork meat. So what have I done? We have cultivated a few fields, done a bit of pottering around, moved all of the animals, or all of the pigs, out of the pasture that is by the canola field. So all the males are out of there now, and there is about 80 or 90 left in the pasture at the main farm. So the plan really is just to advance through the time now. I haven't had to feed the pigs through the whole of November, just because the amount of food we've got in there is plenty for the amount of animals that we've got. So yeah, all good. You'll see that all of the fields have been cultivated. Interestingly, the field to the right there did show some interesting textures, let's say. Not quite sure why. Now we can get round here in a reasonably easy movement, he says. Famous last words with my driving. There we go, we're in. Lovely. So I've also done a bit of a test with how we're going to move the pork meat. So I have a solution for that. So we've got 85 pigs left in this one, and I think we've got 5 left in t'other one. Yeah, 5 left in there. So, and that's what we'll keep for now. The ducks are starting to reproduce again, but that is fine. So with all that said, we can't do any more planting now until... No, wrong one, that one. We want field beans and corn. So April for the corn and March for the field beans. The best price for the pork meat is in Feb. So we'll now just start to whiz through the time. I will keep an eye on the feed levels and top them up as required, because we want to keep the health at 100%, just because we like to look after our animals. So I will see you in December the 3rd. We'll just check in then, and yeah, we'll see if anything has happened, see what the price is doing, because it might fluctuate to the point where we can sell that little bit earlier. So I'll see you in a couple of days. So December the 3rd, and just, okay, we've given a bucket of corn and a bucket of grain grist to the pigs, and they are all good. Price is steady at 1.4 million, whereas I think we can probably get a couple of 100,000 more. So yeah, we'll keep going, and I'll see you January the 2nd. Sounds like a plan. So January the 2nd, we are just gonna grab a bucket of maize or corn, whichever you prefer, and then that should be the pigs topped up sufficiently to last for a fair while. Now what I've done is I've moved the pigs out the improvised shed. They had piglets, or have had piglets. Have had. So yeah, I just thought move everything into one pasture, makes it easier to sort the feed in, etc., and just save on a little bit of time. So let's get that tipped in there. That should be fine. We will top up the water. I think they've got plenty. Strange angle to be doing this at. Oh, worked out quite well though. There we go. Shouldn't need much, he says. There we go. Right. We'll put this back somewhere out of the way because the price for the meat, or certainly the pork, has peaked. So we now need to turn that off. We will shut the gate. So there we go. Right, let's just have a quick look. Oh, a couple of contracts. Right, so animals are okay. They're fine as well. Right, so, well, to be fair, even the duck meat is looking good. Yes, £1.613 million. And that's on the downside, that is. So let's have a quick look. 1.613. I mean, what's the... I'm not wanting to be greedy, but we've put a lot of effort into these pigs, so we want to be getting... Oh yeah, price 25,000 at the minute, so I think we're going to go for it. So I need to sort out 2 pieces of equipment, and I will see you up at the butcher's. So I've gone for the 1350 horsepower torpedo. I think that was a recent update, and the base game Crown Big Crown Big M then Crown curtain cider, because we're using universal autoload, so I know that it's going to work with a base game trailer. So what we need to do is bring up the menu, and I can't remember, can we do it from here? Aha. So what we can do is 2 pallets of 10,000 litres. Oh, that might work quite well, actually. There we go. 60,000. There we go. Okay. Let's just move these. Hopefully the rest should then spawn, I'm guessing. Or do you need to spawn them 4 at a time? Really? Oh, me. There we go. Pallets 5,000 litres. No. Oh, it's... That's 8 pallets. What? I'm confused. Let's do 4 at a time. 5 at a time. 4 at a time. There we go. Move those out of the way. And then go back and repeat. Anyway, I hope you're all well. bit of a conversation filler there. 1, 2, 3. Won't do 5, 4 minutes. Do 4. We know that works. There we go. Move them out the way. Back down to the production point. How many of you have skipped this bit? Oh dear. Right, there we go. Ah. There we go. Pork meat. Yes. Right. Now, can we get to the duck meat? Yes, we can. And we want 3 pallets. Super. So everything is now spawned out. here. I'm going to get this relatively close together. There we go. Super strength off for now. Into here. And if we pull forward, we need to change the... No, we need to back out. Loading filter, we want any. Because we do have some partial pallets. And if we hit left shift and R, should take what we've got there. Couple not quite in the trigger. There we go. In and left shift R. Super. So then left shift Z. Getting the hang of this. And where were we going? Of course it's going to save. So we are headed to garden centre. How bad is the duck meat at the garden centre? 4 grand less, but never mind. Right. I am going to head to the garden centre, and I will see you down there, and we'll see just how much money we're going to make from our pork and duck. So I thought I'd just show the last bit of the journey, and it's not actually been that horrendous around the lanes. Got a reasonably good turning circle on this Scania, so it helps. But nearly at the garden centre, and I'm just excited to see this money rocket up. So whereabouts? I'm assuming we are gonna be here. So let's open up the curtain and see how we get on. There we go. Look at that money. Look at that. That is epic. 1.728 million and 153,000 environmental score. Jobs are good. Look at that. What should we spend it on? Anyway, right, okay. Well, I'm a bit stumped at that. That's epic. Just shows in the long run with the butcher you can make significant money from animals. Now, I quite like that. That is pretty good. I don't think we've got any other use for the truck. Let me just... No, wrong menu. We've not got... No, we can turn that off. We can keep that for now. I don't think there's anything elsewhere. Nope. So we can, in fact, return trailer. And the 770T V8 chip. Look at that, 1350 horsepower. Used for 0.1 of an hour. Marvellous. Super. So we are abandoned now at the garden centre. Let's get back to the farm now. We take a look at the animals. They are grand for food and water. We've got nothing in the other pasture. We've got 15 ducks, so they've got plenty of food also. So I think we can probably quite safely skip to March. We'll start the planting, there's actually seeding with the seeder that we've got. We can put the field beans in with that. So I think I might be talking out of turn, but I think we can. So what I'll do is I will advance time, get to March, keep the pigs topped up as we go, and yeah, we can start a bit of spring planting. Well, we into March and we are planting field beans. Job's a good one. Now, I think I've got this right. The fields, I think. So we're going to do this one, which is 21 and 13 as field beans. And then 8, 18 and 19 as corn, I think, was what was said. So, in fact, I might have even forgotten field 21. I can't remember. But yeah, all topped up. Now, I thought they were like soybeans in the sense that they didn't use nitrogen, but they do. I am forgetful, I think is probably the word. So, I guess we're kind of nearly at the end of this Let's Play, I suppose. With the majority of the pigs sold, processed, and the bank balance looking incredibly healthy, I guess I should start thinking / asking for some suggestions on where to go next. Light answers only. This is a family channel. I honestly have not thought. I suppose there's two questions here, isn't there? Now the fact that we've got the numbers down, and I think skipping from January to March, I fed them probably one day, and that was probably 4 buckets of food, which took about 10 minutes, if that. So what I'm getting at there is the feeding is getting easier and quicker, therefore I can spend less time having to skip through the months, or it's quicker to skip through the months, should I say. So do we just go through to harvest, smash out the harvest again, and leave the crops, get the crops off the fields into the silo, or get everything planted, which would mean that there's like 1, maybe 2 episodes left, get everything in a good position, spray the weeds off, etc., that we need to, yada yada yada, all that lot, and end it there and move to a map that I don't know which that would be yet. Or do we so go to harvest, or just get everything planted, get the fields maxed out as much as we can on, for weeding, all that lot. Or so yeah, there's one question. Go to harvest or don't go to harvest. Second bit of feedback is, where do we go? Where should we look at? Now, I know there's Moss Valley is getting a lot of attention. So is Ahali. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Bear in mind, we're already on a Northern Irish map in the form of Fairhead, although we're not going to be on there for much longer either. Or do we do something completely different? Go to Europe? America? I do a lot of, as you may have noticed, British maps. So yeah, is it time for a change? So yeah, let me know. Do let me know. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Comments are awesome, and I think, between sort of, if I ever have I end up having a break from FS, I think that's one of the things that I probably miss the most. We'll get that bit in a minute. is the comments and the interaction. So yeah, let me know what you think. Where do we go next, and when should we stop? Right, that was a bit of a random way to get to 2 questions, wasn't it? So we are looking at rain at 3. Loads of time, he says. Loads of time. Like I say, we do need to spray quite a few of the fields. In fact, we need to spray every field, I would imagine, at some point, even if it's been ploughed, because we want that bonus. And I guess that's the other point to make, is our current precision farming bonus is 80, so we get 9%, which 80 is low. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields, 7 if you count that one, that are quite low scores. These will jump up when we harvest them. That's just the way it works, as I would imagine this might, and so will this. But imagine the money that we would have got as the bonus from the pigs, the pig meat, the pork and the duck, had we been at like 90 or 92 score. That would have been pretty epic. But you know, let's call it 1.8 million. We got about 15-16 grand, hadn't we? So yeah, awesome. Right, I will get this one done, I think, and then we've got field 13, is it, to do next episode. Next episode we'll move into April, get the corn in the ground, and hopefully have some idea on what on earth we're going to do next. So I'll crack on, and I'll see you in a little bit. So that is the first field of field beans drilled. That was a bit of a mouthful. I will get it rolled. You'll probably see me doing that at the start of the next episode. This can go up to... How are we doing for repairs? In fact, we will go and refill it with fertiliser first. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed that. It's always nice making a ton of money. Seeing all the... Well, it is actually probably hours of feeding animals and whatnot come to fruition and pay off. So yeah, I'm very pleased. I can't grumble at how much cash we made off our pigs and the ducks. To be fair, they did their bit. So yeah, all good. So let me know, map, and when you reckon we should end this series. But for now, and this episode, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. If you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.